So if you're doing something and it's not serving you in a positive way, and you're just going with the flow because you've done it all the time, maybe it's time to cut your losses. Winners know when to quit. When you get on social media, you hear all those influencers and gurus telling you, don't quit man, never give up. That's all great, but did you know that oftentimes winners do quit? And today I wanted to talk about when it's appropriate to quit. But before we start, I want to thank all of you who are subscribed to the channel, because the channel is growing faster than ever, and it's amazing to see that so many people take the self-improvement journey serious. But I also saw that almost 70% of you isn't subscribed to the channel yet, and it would mean the world to me that if you watch these videos, to subscribe to the channel, because this is the best cost-free way you can support me and to also get these videos out to more people who might need it. So let's grow this community and start to boost this generation of young men to become the best their bloodlines have ever had. Without further ado, let's talk about why winners quit. This was something that I never wanted to accept, but now I see that winners of life know when to stop and which things in their life they have to stop. There are a few rules that you have to keep in mind when we talk about quitting something. The first one, if something is serving you in your life right now and it's difficult or hard or requires a high learning curve, that doesn't give you any permission to quit if there is a net positive outcome from it, right? But when things are not working for you anymore, or if something was serving you and now it isn't, you've outgrown a relationship or a friendship or a marriage, for example, and it's not serving you, should you still stay in it? Especially if you have decided to grow and become the best version of yourself, and your woman or your business partner is still binge watching Netflix, eating nachos all the time, and literally living like a human animal. No emotion, no discipline, no energy to do something with their life. And you've tried everything you could to get this person to level up with you, then you will find yourself living two different core values, and that never works. You find yourself constantly bickering and fighting for the sake of keeping your vows. Should you stay in it? I would rather quit something that I see no solution in the pipeline for than painfully go through it, because I've heard from so many gurus or experts, you should never quit. Don't quit. Stay in the fight. Stay in the losing game. I mean, you could ask any soldier. There are times to retreat the group and then go back into battle. And that's another way of saying that even the greatest warriors quit. To go back, replan, reorganize, and prioritize their actions. And you can do that too, and you should do that too. But to stay in something, anywhere from a relationship or friendship, bad habits, addictions, vices, or old thinking patterns, because that's just how it's always been, that's just straight up toxic. So I wanted to have this conversation with you guys, because you must understand that which does not serve you in your current state of life, you definitely must quit. I don't care if it's a friendship or a relationship or a business partner. If you started this business because you thought this business was going to be the gold mine, and you keep getting deeper and deeper into debt because you think any minute now it can change. Any minute this business is going to take off and I'm going to be rich. And deep down you know it's not true because you're not doing the things to make it true. You might be better off quitting and cutting your losses. And that's the difference between winners and losers. See, winners know that the never quit attitude is definitely important, but they also understand that quitting is sometimes necessary to be the best in something elsewhere. Because if you don't quit somewhere, where are you going to expend that energy? You only have a finite amount of energy in your life, right? And you also have a finite amount of decisions you can make during a day, right? And you also have a finite amount of focus and also a finite amount of time. So if you're doing something and it's not serving you in a positive way, and you're just going with the flow because you've done it all the time, maybe it's time to cut your losses. For example, smoking weed. This was something that I struggled with. I liked the feeling of being high, but was it serving me the moments after? Sometimes I was a little bit more creative, and the things that I did with my friends felt a lot more fun. But apart from that, I felt awful the day after. Apart from the good nights with my friends, it wasn't serving me at all. So I let go of this because I valued my peace, my motivation and drive, and my health more than the time that I would spend on buying this stuff, smoking it, and feeling worse when the effects wore off. The fractional amount that I would get for my health and my energy wasn't a fair trade anymore. So I'm here to tell you that the things you can quit on are the bad relationships you're having right now. The things you can quit on are the vices that don't serve you anymore. The things you can quit on are the bad habits that are limiting your growth in your life. And if you stick to this, you're definitely not a loser because you're quitting something, but you're a winner because you're focusing on the things that serve you in the long run.